Wow, time has gotten away from me. It's 9:06. Well, it's 3:06 here in Italy, but it's 9:06 on Eastern Standard Time. My uncle is here, and he was telling me about his uncle, my my great uncle, I guess. And well, yeah. Anyways, well, I think he was actually his great uncle. It doesn't really matter. That's not really the point of the story. I don't usually start stories well. I start by, anyways, never mind. So let's see. It's 9:06, uh, but that's in Italy. No, wait. What time is it here? It's 3:06 here. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Where am I? Okay. I seem to be looking at a computer screen, so that's got to mean something. Uncle who? All right. Uh, well, as I look at the gap scanners here, our leading gapper appears to be just 33%. So this is not great. We're in a little bit of a uh, slump here. I mean, it's just slow. It's such a slow start to the month. So I think at this point, the top of the hour has come and gone. Our hope for breaking news, well, we got nothing. We got nothing at the top of the hour. So at this point, we're just kind of, I guess, gonna wait to see what things look like for the opening bell. Let's see. So I just want to make sure my broadcast is coming through okay. The CRBU, yeah, I'll look at that one in a second. Thank you for those of you guys tuning in on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay, looks like the broadcast is coming through nicely. Very good. Okay, good, good, good. And let's look at chat feed. Yeah, MULN that's not going to be an exciting one. The slowest trading month throughout my, what's the slowest trading month throughout my career? Daniel, it's a great question. So I guess we could look at my metrics, but it's funny because last year, August, which is typically kind of a slow month, uh, August was my best month of the year, and September was great too. So typically summers are slower, but I've also had some really good summers. So it's like I've kind of come to realize that it's not so much seasonal as it is cyclical, and hot cycles can come and go at odd times or unusual, unexpected times of the year. The Chinese IPOs gave us that crazy momentum last August. And then, this year we had some really strong AI momentum earlier in the year, and who knows what's going to happen next. Although, speaking of Chinese IPOs, NASDAQ IPOs, let's see. Um, C. All right, C. So this one here is PMW. PMW, price between 5 and 6. They sold 1 million shares. They're supposed to IPO today, so they raised $6.9 million in their IPO. Well, not including the underwriting fees. Okay. Um, huh, interesting. Well, we can keep that on watch. We don't know exactly what time it's going to IPO, but I'll put that one on my level two. What I usually do is I'll just put it on my level two like this, and then when it starts trading, I'll see it. All right, so I'll be like, oh, there we go, it started trade. Now, it's possible that by the time it starts trading, it's going to be later in the day, and I'm done trading because I'm 6 hours ahead of you guys. But uh, if it starts trading and I'm here, I'll see what it looks like. Okay. Let's see. Buongiorno. Are the Warrior scanners and chat rooms available for use during pre-market trading too, Greg? Yes, they are. Yep. So our scanners start working at 4 a.m. As soon as pre-market begins, the scanners are working. So you guys, some people who are here to trade that early certainly can. And our chat rooms open pre-market as well at 7 a.m. And that's when our news feed opens. We've got a newsroom here. Oops, wrong window. So this is our newsroom. This has an audio video stream that's a squawk. So it speaks the headlines. They speak the headlines before they get typed out. So we've got that. And yeah, so Day Trade Dash, that is the platform that we've built out. So CRBU, it's trading a little bit more thickly. It's easy to borrow, floats a little higher. So I don't see it as being one that's really interesting to me. I think we had one yesterday that I said the same thing about. Well, what stock was that yesterday? I can't remember. I forget the tickers pretty quickly. I forget them if they don't do anything exciting. Oh, it was CCCC, quadruple C. Yeah. So was I right or wrong on that one? Let's see what ended up happening. Yeah, no, it's pretty much, didn't do much. BTAI. Yeah, I know YouTube's not great with the notifications. A lot of other broadcasters and channels have said that. So usually what I do is I schedule the live, and I'll schedule it at like, an hour before I go live. So anytime between like 7:45 and 8:15, I schedule it. So then I think if you come over to the channel, you can see that there's an upcoming broadcast, and you can click on it and tune in. So you're just basically sitting idling, waiting for it to start, and you can even chat while it's coming soon, the broadcast. Some people will start typing in there earlier. So you're welcome to do that if you'd like. ALLR, right. So this one gave us a pretty nice move yesterday. Went up over 100%. It was impressive. Uh, but as you can see, it has been on a downward trend. It's been stair stepping down. This is when I say stair stepping down, this is exactly what I mean. This is a very, very good example of what stair stepping down looks like. So I was communicating yesterday that I thought this one had more risk. I'm gonna save this screenshot actually. I think this is a good screenshot. Let's see. Stair stepping down. All right. Now I'm gonna go into this folder. Haven't gotten this new computer completely set up yet for all my sort of like shortcuts. So where's that folder? I have a folder I saved these on. In. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Those who have been asking about my Italian trading station, I will be making a video on that soon. Mm. So, Jackie, quick question. When the stock is in consolidation, I always want to buy the dip, but when the price is falling out of range, I'm afraid it'll keep going, like CRBU just now. So, where should I buy CRBU? Well, I'll remind you, of course, as always, just as a legal disclaimer, that I can't tell you uh, where to buy. I can't tell you to buy a stock, so I don't give investment advice. But I can share with you what I do. So 906, right? Okay, so it dipped there and then it came right back up. So this is a setup that you will sometimes see me take. I'll be watching a flat bottom like that, and if there's a big buyer or something like that and it breaks, I look to see if it comes right back up. So we had one, I think it was last week, where the stock was at like, it was at 30 cents. I don't remember if it was 4.30 or 5.30 or 6.30, but let's just say 5.30. And 5.30 was the flat bottom, and there was like a 20,000, 30,000 share buyer. And it went 25, 22, 20, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, boom, 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 boom. And it dropped all the way down. The seller broke, and it flushes. But it only dropped to 5.27. It only dropped 3 cents. And because it didn't immediately drop like 10 or 15, I was like, that's bullish. I pressed the buy button. I got filled at like 28, and it comes right back up to 550. So, but then later it came back down to 30 and it sold again. And when it broke, it went to like 515. It really flushed. So I watch those levels that I think maybe support, especially when there's a big buyer, a big seller. And if you see selling against it and then it breaks, I watch to see, does it is it the dam breaking and it's just it really flushes, or does it hold up? And then that's in that moment you have to make a fairly quick decision. Thank you guys, by the way, who are tuned in for the morning show. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I brought this new laptop specifically on this trip so I could stream both to the chat room and to YouTube at the same time. I wasn't sure I'd be able to do it with my other laptop, and I just got in this new Falcon F30 and was packing my stuff like a few hours before the flight, and I was like, you know what? Screw it, let's just do it. So this was brand new, like I hadn't even used it. I hadn't installed any software. I had no layouts. I wasn't logged into anything. So I was like, okay, how quickly can I take a totally blank computer and get it ready for my stream? So I was like, okay, I got to install, my broker, my streaming software. I've got to get my layouts dialed in, save my layouts, get it installed. Anyways, was able to get it done, and so I hope you guys appreciate it. And I mentioned I met a student on the beach the day before yesterday on the 4th of July. His name is Mateo, and he is a subscriber on YouTube as well. And it was nice. He came over. He said, "Ross, is that you?" And I said, "Yeah, it's me." Of course, my face lit up. And he goes, "Oh, I don't want to disturb you." I said, "Sir, please. You're not bothering me. This right here is the best thing that has happened to me in days. I was like, can you come back actually when my mom is here in 2 days and do this all over again? So, anyways, he asked me how trading was going and this and that, and we did take a picture together, so maybe I'll post that on Instagram in a little bit. But he's he works full time, so he's in this place that many of you guys are in, which is he's still working full time, and he's just trying to trading is sort of that side hustle, and it's not just trading, but investing too. And he was talking about how he's got a real estate property, and he's just trying to just build build his cushion. And I was like, that's awesome. Just keep studying, keep watching these videos, and just keep practicing. Keep practicing. The more you practice, the more experience you get, the better you'll get. That's how you calibrate your own educated intuition. You just have to keep practicing. Okay, so let's see. Man, so it's 9:22. Yeah, I know. I see CRBU. It's up 37%. It's just I just don't. You can also see this rejection candle right here and this rejection candle right here. So it is a stock, for what it's worth, that now has a bit of a history of doing false breakouts. So you have to be careful on the false breakouts. Dips, but the thing is, this is what I end up finding happen to me. I'll break the ice on a trade like this. I'll be like, okay, I'm in. And next thing you know, I end up catching with like 10,000 shares, a 12-cent loss. I'm down 1,200, and I'm like, man, well, that was dumb. And then I'm looking and I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to get back to green on? And then on a day like today, there's not a lot. And you kind of run out of time. So capital preservation, that is important. Preserve that capital. Don't blow up those accounts. The beaches here are great. I mean, they are. It's just it's a big walk. So I think my phone said I've done 34 flights of stairs so far today. I went down to the beach and came back up. So 34 flights of stairs. That's a lot, and it's the sun. I mean, I don't have to tell you. Well, you're not all here, so I guess I can tell you. But it's very hot in the sun, and then I was carrying my son, so he's, I don't know, 30 pounds, and I had a backpack, and but I'm in great shape. You should see my calves. I mean, they are like this. Okay, so we're sitting here with about 4 minutes to the opening bell. I have not been to New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand right now? New Zealand right now. Let's see. 1:25. Is that in the morning? 1:25 in the morning? AM? I guess, because it would say, oh man, that is a tough schedule. What time is it in Japan right now? Yeah, okay. So 22, 25. I like the idea. I mean, there's a lot of places I'd really like to go to, but it's, you know, would I be able to trade while I'm there? All right. Well, as we come into the open, I guess I'm just going to say wild card stock is this Chinese IPO, PWM. That's a wild card. We don't know what time it's going to IPO, what time it'll start trading. It's still scheduled for today, but sometimes these won't even IPO the same day. It'll say, it just doesn't open, and then you're like, oh, well, I guess it's not opening today. So, um, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if it does IPO. Um, so the company address is in Hong Kong. Are they already listed on a Canadian exchange, or see, is it an uplist? I don't know. Not sure. Doesn't look like it. I don't see that anywhere on this company description. But anyways, so the game plan for today. Let's see if we get anything that starts to get exciting and make kind of a big move. And if we do, I'm jumping on it and I'm going to look for some opportunities. All right, you guys. So, and look for the next. I'm going to upload an episode soon that's going to be a walkthrough with my Italian trading station. All right, so thank you guys on YouTube for tuning in. I hope you guys hit the thumbs up, and I'll be back at it on YouTube tomorrow. Reminder, as always, manage your risk. Trading is risky. My results aren't typical. So take it slow, practice in a simulator before you put real money on the line, and don't try to blindly follow me or anyone else. Okay, so I'll see you guys back at it tomorrow morning. Warrior Pro students, we're going to keep trading here at the open. Yep, just got to be patient.